All right, we're back. We're back. Hello, CFA. CF fatality? Is that a CF fatality?
See a fatality.
We had a little confusion there with the streams, who was creating the streams, but we have not missed the first ball. We got Nick on the stream, got me on the stream today, rocking my Giants jersey as the Giants fluffed up the NFL draft. No Milan, I know. Wow,
No,
great
they
first
love
ball
themselves some
there.
Quran.
But yet, did you see what the Punjab Kings did? Bro, they dropped Mayank Agarwal. So now they're light yet again. What are they doing?
He's got to be injured because he's been scoring a lot better recently.
Then if they're going to drop him, why not bring in another batsman? Why not bring in a Milan? I'm not sure what's going on. Why draft Milan if I mean, and then no Gale to open. I figured they would go with Gale because they always say he has to open, go at number 2. No, they still went in with Prishma. I don't know, man. This team is just ran poorly. It just is. I'm sorry, Kings fans. If they ran poorly, we knew at the draft they made mistakes, and here's yet another one.
This guy has though. I don't know anything about Prabhishram. I can't even see that name. We'll see what he's got.
You know what he doesn't got? The pedigree of batting 2. So the excuse was, let's put Universe Boss at 3 because Mayank Agarwal is a great partnership with KL Rahul. We don't want to break that up. So there's no KL Rahul. What's the excuse now? Same thing. Why are they batting Perron at 5? They just don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry. Sometimes teams have just bad, whether it's coaching or management, ownership. My Giants, perfect example. They gave the NFL draft to the Bears. All anyone's talking about today is how the Giants let the Bears win the NFL draft. Yeah, go ahead and trade your pick for a generational draft for more picks that you do nothing with. It's ridiculous. Oh.
Sam's is opening the bowling today. That's a little interesting, right? I'm not going to say it's never happened in his career, but I don't think it's just happened. It's not happened this year, this season at least.
Prasimran. His name is Prasimran. Why Gale not opening? Because the Punjab Kings are ran poorly. Sorry, Punjab fans. I'm sure Pretty Zinta doesn't follow us. She don't care what I think, but they are. Last year it took them what? They went 1-6, and then they brought in the Universe Boss, almost made the playoffs. This is just the type of, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. It's so frustrating, but it is what it is. KL is a terrible captain, future Indian captain. What? You know, see, I used to think it was all on the captains, but now people keep saying that ownership has a lot to do with these decisions as far as who's starting, who's in the play in 11. Excuse me. Whoever it is over there that's a decision maker ain't doing a very good job. And this is going back to last year. You know what I mean? I don't hate. Look at Renil. Why do you hate KO? I trust them on these grounds. The openers have done relatively good. This is the same pitch that was used yesterday. We saw 82 busted out from Prithvi Shaw. I think we saw like another 40 busted out from Shikhar Dhawan. So the openers do relatively well here. I went with all openers today. Well, I thought I went with all openers because I had the Universe Boss in there. Oops.
Oh, looks like you liked my strategy of going with the openers and not taking the risk on the other boys.
Well, especially on these grounds, man. Have you? Ahmedabad, all the openers have scored relatively well.
Stop. Will you stop with the research? I mean, how do you not know that's always your kiss of death?
Listen, because at least if it's research based, this is what I was listening to the NFL draft, right? The reason that's at least if it's research based, you can always say, well, this is what the metrics said. You know what I mean? But when you just go on your gut, right, then you put yourself in a position where you're in trouble. So you can't go with your gut.
Gabe, what do you do if you can't go on your gut and you can't go on research? What do you do then?
That's a scary thought, my friend.
Isn't that your reality? Who did you mush today? Who did you wish today?
How much Raul, baby? That's the captain.
My gosh.
That's
Sam's gives up only 3 in the first over. I love it. We don't really see too many runs given up in the first over, but I still love it.
Yeah, I went with Kale Raul. I got Gale, and then I got your boy Paticle, who went nuts last time. And then, of course, I went with Harsha Patel. I messed up because I should have gone with I left Arshdeep Singh in there thinking he was going to get me a wicket, but they changed everybody. I don't know what they're thinking. This is such a bad franchise. I'm sorry. Listen, no disrespect. The Giants are a bad franchise. You know why I'm wearing this today, Nick? Because it was the last time my Giants were any good, okay? Actually, no, they won a Super Bowl after this. But still, okay, these were the glory days.
Oh,
Plexico Burris.
They've only won 4 Super Bowls. Boo-hoo. Man, it's so tough being a Giants fan. Oh, wide. I hate your life. Try being a...
Oh, my gosh. Savannah's laughing. Savannah goes, and he also shot himself, dummy. And I forgot. Yeah, that's how Plexico Burris's tenure ended with the Giants. Win a Super Bowl and shoot yourself in the thigh. You heathen.
He's got a ring. That reminds me of that great movie Point Break, where you got Red Hot Chili Peppers frontman and his surfer buddies, where Johnny Utah breaks into the house and the guy's got a gun and he gets all scared. The door hits him and he shoots himself in the foot.
This really happened, bro. I'm like, what is going on? This really happened, really.
I picked up. Who did I pick up? I picked up one of the new guys. I just went for it. Who did I get?
Bro, that's why I didn't enjoy.
I took Brar. I don't know who he is, but I just picked him up. We'll see what happens.
Brar. I was listening to Crick Buzz yesterday, right? Harsha Bailey, the preview for this game, and they kept saying that there are going to be some changes. They all were certain Milan was going to be in there, so I was waiting to see if Milan was going to be in there. That was my guy. That's why I did not make my ass till this morning. And of course, no Milan.
There's a 6 for your man, K.O. Raul.
I don't want to jinx him. Shh. Let's not talk about that.
That's pretty cool, don't you think, Gabe? That 6 is pretty nice.
Easy. Wow, look at Joy. Get him out already. Give Harsha the ball. In the second over, man. Leave those for the death over. Leave those overs for the death overs.
No, get him out now.
Why no Milan? Because I promise you, they have no idea what they're doing. I would blow that whole thing up. I really would. If I was Pretty Zinta, I'd walk in there, I'd slam my coffee on the ground, and I said, "This is unacceptable." Is it Emil Kumbli, right? That's the is it Emil Kumbli?
Anil.
Is that Anil Kumbli? You're done. Get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking people out. I am. This is my money right here. Can't do it. Gabe, comments on KKR meltdown. Same thing. SRK needs to go in there in his best acting voice. Give an inspirational speech and then get rid of everybody. Morgan, you're done. All right, you know what? Russell, you're done too. Don't give me a team. Oh, my gosh. Ooh.
Yeah, look at Crush now. He says, Nick, I'm a big cricket fan, IPL fan, but unfortunately, I have to say this year's IPL is the worst when it comes to entertaining. Bottom 4 teams are average performances and useless captains.
Thank you. Useless captains. What's with the stupidity this year? I'm sorry. I do not understand. Here's another thing. David Warner the other day. Oh, we're just gonna choose to what was it? We're gonna choose to bat first because we haven't got it. CSK was like, "Thank you very much." like what we haven't done it yet this year. Forget about the dude. Forget about everything else. That's just what you're doing, David Warner. Really?
Is that going to be a 3 or is that just a 2? They just took 2 on that. I would have taken 3 on that one. Siraj giving up 10 in his first over. Come on, man.
Lord Siraj. Oh, Lord Siraj.
Oh, look at Abe. We got an Abe sighting. What's up? So, Gabe, you didn't do your captain or your vice captain yesterday, and you still got like 300 points.
Dude, I was so frustrated because I had set it up in the morning and I came on and again my internet's down. So I'm freaking out because at that time I'm thinking about school, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on the phone, bro. Cox is worthless. They're worthless. They got a monopoly on internet here too. Is it like that in India, guys? Our biggest internet provider here is Cox Cable, and they're horrible, terrible. All right, they're like the mob. Okay, they charge you for a bad product. It's a racket. They charge you for like a protection scheme. Well, Gabe, you don't need to have our internet, but nobody else provides internet in this area, so you'll take what we give you, or you could go to like what was that? What's that other one that we got around here, Nick? The $50 one that's terrible. You can't stream everything.
There's a bunch of garbage.
God.
I saw this article. McCollum said the players haven't listened to him. He's been asking them to speed it up, and he just threw them under the bus. Adamia says, has anyone seen Daredevil? I'm starting season 1 tonight. Is it worth watching? Yes! It's absolutely worth watching.
My biggest disappointment with the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that they haven't incorporated the Netflix shows, especially Daredevil. That one was Charlie Cox is amazing. You're gonna love it.
But like anything, don't just stop after the first episode.
And isn't John Bernthal to you, Nick, the only Punisher now? He's just a nut. I love it. He's just a nut.
Well, was there a lot of competition before? I like Thomas Jane's movie a lot. I really do. I still like that movie. It's the direction was horrible, and the editing's horrible. But I liked his solid approach to it. I thought he was great. But yes, Barenthal's fantastic. Especially the construction scene with those workers, and they're just like getting under his skin, and then it's just like, what are you doing? This is the Punisher. You don't mess with this guy.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren was the original Punisher. If you remember that movie back in the day, acting was horrible.
Yeah, that's true. I still like the Thomas J movie though. You guys gotta check it out.
No, that's what the Batman, not the Batman. Hey, no reaction of the Snyder cut on Boring Reviews. You know what? we talked about it, getting it done.
We just never got to it.
We never got to it. You know, if we do end up putting it, we might do it on the final reaction. But it's so far now. I don't know if people would even be interested. But I mean,
we just forgot.
Just got busy and forgot. Yep, I know. They confirmed.
Catch it. Oh, that traveled way farther than I thought I was going to. Was that a 6? No, they're saying a boundary. I thought they hit the pad.
Yeah, they're confirming, Nick, that the Netflix shows Kevin Feige has confirmed it's not canon. So all the rumors about Charlie Cox showing up as Peter Parker's lawyer in Spider-Man is going to be rubbish.
I don't know. I don't believe it until I see it on the screen, to tell you the truth. They can say whatever they want, and then they try to throw a curveball at us. I know it's not canon. But it doesn't mean that he still can't have him in there. Nick, ratings on Mortal Kombat movie. I want to do a review on that with Gabe. Once again, we waited almost a week now, but I still want to do a review with Gabe because I want to share my thoughts, share his thoughts. I thought it's definitely worth the watch. It's definitely not a bad movie. It's worth the watch, but not my favorite. I think I still prefer the 95 version to this one. But there's some scenes, though, in this Mortal Kombat movie where it's just like draws on the floor. Awesome. There's some cool Easter eggs and nerd geek out moments for sure. Right. Let me just say this. This is a small thing. I don't want to give too much away in case we do a review. I love Jax in his minor role. I couldn't stand Sonya. Couldn't stand it.
Ooh, anger. You know, it's funny. I couldn't stand her in either one, though, in either versions. The first Sonya was played by yeah,
she's been in a lot of stuff.
That tennis player's wife. What's his name? Is it P. Sampras' wife? Yeah. The first Sonya in the first Mortal Kombat, she was married to I think is it P. Sampras or something like that? One of a very famous tennis player.
I'm gonna look this up. I
can never remember her name.
She was that actress that was in Last Action Hero and all these other things. Let's see.
She was in that as well.
I didn't know she was married to Pete Sampras.
New York Giants Stadium in Jersey. Yes, it is. So are the Jets. There are no football stadiums in New York. You know how big football stadiums are, guys? They hold 70, 80,000 people. There's no way in New York City that they can, afford that kind of square footage when, I mean, it's.
You're right. Bridget Wilson married to Pete Sampras.
Come on, man.
She's been with him since 2000. They're still together. Got 2 kids. She took a break from acting in 2008, and it says right here she's back at it in 2020. We're talking about the original Sonya from 1995. I loved her in Last Action Hero. She was fantastic in that movie.
She was good in that movie. Mumbai Indians versus CSK tomorrow. Yes, I'm excited for that, guys. Mumbai will crush CSK tomorrow. Mumbai ain't crush anybody this year. Even their wins are shaky. Stop it. Stop it, Nick.
No, this comment is what I'll give that look for.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Gabe's always right. I mean, not on my what am I, 20
Get
21 or something like that?
Get out of here. Who are you kidding?
Oh my
gosh. Catch like a cold. Catch like a cold. Yes. Virat Kohli, captain.
See, in their infinite wisdom, hey, I
Gale
could run these teams
now.
better.
Gale gets open now.
It doesn't matter, bro. I could run this team. Good job, Pradesh. What was? How do I pronounce it? Pradeshma.
Not even close. But I don't know how to do it either.
Bro, they are just ran poorly. I don't get it. I don't. Explain.
Hey, he's gonna get a chance to open now.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Lord of the Gabes. I don't even know what that means, but that's awesome.
You know what?
We
didn't pick sides for this, Nick. We did not pick sides for this. And I hate to curse them, but I said to myself when I saw this morning, I mean, you're always going to go with RCB. But I've been going, listen, I've stopped this. I'm automatically going against you because
that was your rule.
It was, bro, but I can't take the losing, okay?
Exactly. Guys, I wore him down. Oh, breaking news. I have worn down Gabe. Oh, my goodness gracious. It feels so good. It's like my birthday already.
Listen, so I've been making objective picks, and I said to myself, can KKR, I mean, not KKR, sorry. Well, KKR is driving me nuts too. Can the Punjab Kings beat RCB? Yeah, they don't have the bowling. That's the problem. They don't have the bowling. But if they chase, they have a chance. Guess what? They can't chase today because they lost the toss. And then on top of that, they chose not to start David Milan, even though Mayank Agarwal was out. Great job with your what was it? 7 runs. I can't even pronounce his name. New guy. I'm gonna call him New Guy. All right. Arshdeep Singh, who's been getting them wickets, they end up dropping. I don't know what they're doing. Is there such a thing as tanking in cricket? Is there? Do they want the wooden spoon? Do they get more draft picks? Do they get more money? It's Gabe, so bad.
We don't want you to come anywhere near RCB. You're not allowed to, man. You're not allowed to. You can't. It's in the bylaws of CFA. You cannot root for RCB. We already have enough going against us at all times. We don't need the mush, okay? And yes, I forgot about the graphics. Here we go. For that last wicket, let's see what Gabe says. And it's a wicket.
You like the seriousness of my face, though? See that?
I'm going to work
smug look
right now so I don't forget because I forgot to do it yesterday. I'm going to make sure it looks nice and sweet. So we can get the full Gabe face.
Guys, now Arshdeep is relaxed. I mean, is injured too. So in one game, Mayak got injured. Arshdeep got injured, but I don't remember them getting injured in the game. I watched the game. All of a sudden, they mysteriously got injured. What, they get injured in the nets? Come on, man.
Too many times have you mushed them. They couldn't. They can only take it so much. They couldn't overcome the mush.
That's funny. So Raul just pushes the ball and he starts running like he's gonna take a single. And the universe boss just looked at him like, I'm not getting run out. I'm not running on that. Agarwal got injured last game. I don't remember seeing that. They just showed the video. I remember seeing it. I'm sure it happened, but I'm just like, this team, man. Then what's the excuse for not bringing Milan? Jordan? Really? He's been a godsend. Come on. I know Han is happy about them bringing Jordan back. He's the reason you won last year. Come on.
Why are you so angry today, Gabe? Why are you so angry?
Because I just don't, bro, because the same thing the Giants did yesterday. It's like sometimes it's people that run these teams. Honestly, I could run these teams better. I could. Daniel Jones is trash. Daniel Jones is trash. I know it. Every single Giants fan knows it.
You love yourself some Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he's done. Danny Dimes is done.
Danny Dimes.
He's Danny Pennies, all right? He's Danny Pennies because he's trash. And the Giants passed up on Fields, a generational quarterback, for Danny Dimes? Let's see how that works out. The stupidity. It drives me crazy. It really does.
Angry Gabe.
Yeah, thank you. Danny Dunn. He's Danny Dunn. Giant fans are disgusted after last night. Turn on ESPN. All you hear is Chicago Bears win the draft. Chicago Bears win the draft.
How did they win the draft? I missed that. Like,
they traded for Fields, who was at one point considered the number 2. At one point he was considered.
And where were the Giants at? Where were they at in the draft? What number?
Giants were at 10. They traded their 10 for the 20th pick, and then some other trash. They took a wide receiver with their number 1 overall pick. They're just trash, bro. It's bad. And it's like, I feel this now. I know why people say match fixing in cricket. It's not match fixing, guys. It's incompetence.
Here he goes.
It's incompetence. It's not match fixing. It's incompetence is what it is. It is. Some of these, they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. And I thought that was just a symptom of stupid Americans, honestly. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you're like, how did that guy become an NFL coach? Really? Case in point, Chip Kelly. Really? But I think it's just a symptom of most coaches. I think that's going to be on my new Sinister Six. Coaches, as far as coaching and who do I bump off of the Sinister Six? I'm not bumping Nick. You're the president, lifetime. Not bumping Empires. Not bumping Jordan. Sophie Escalson has been bumped for a while. Who's going to stay on the Sinister Six?
John Campbell?
John Campbell got to stay on there. Bearstow's got to stay on there. This is
why
tough.
Is John Campbell got to stay on there? Why do you hate yourself some John Campbell?
Bro. I'm just saying. Some of these teams are just ran so poorly.
Look at your boy, Captain K.O. Raul's at 17. Ooh, can you imagine if he gets to 50?
I will say this, Nick. Very nice job by your Chargers yesterday. Very nice job. Number 2.
When I first saw that, I was looking at my phone. I first saw that. I thought they went for a defensive tackle, and I'm like, I know you're not going to have Melvin Ingram back, but really, we need O-line. We need O-line for like the last 3 years. And I looked back at it again. They got this kid, and they got him for probably a steal, even though it was at 13, because he opted out last year. It was the best thing that happened to the Chargers. He opted out last year, didn't play at all. The guy still got 13, which he would have been top 5 if he would have played. I'm so excited, man.
If he had come out of the draft last year, he would have gone probably top 5 or 6. He would have been the number 1 offensive tackle taken for sure. This year he's number 2 because he sat out a whole year. But this kid could play. And when you guys got Herbert, you want to protect them. That was a smart move.
Yeah, and they he replaces Trey Pipkins, whatever his name is. He was horrible. Absolutely horrible. He was an embarrassment for a left tackle for your blind side. He was absolutely atrocious. So he replaces him. And then they traded for a center. No, they signed Lindsley. and then they traded for someone else. So their O-line already has been beefed up. We need a defensive tackle now in the second or third round, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Yes, there will. Well, there will be. I don't want to speak for Nick because I'm not sure what he's doing tomorrow, but there will be a full stream for
Yes, I'll be
Mumbai
here.
tomorrow. I'm excited for it. I'm super excited for it.
Yes, next week on Saturday, I will not be able to participate. I'm going to go camping with my boys, but with my kids, boys. But I will be here tomorrow for sure. Ooh, Chris Gale on strike.
He ran that single out. He ran that single out on the last ball. I like this right here. He wants that strike, baby.
He's going to go down right here. This next ball, he's going down from Jameson.
Yes, we both been vaccinated. We got the Pfizer vaccine. I tell you what, not gonna lie, the first one was nothing. The second one, it knocked me on my butt for about 3 days.
Catch it. I'm hoping
for about 3 days. I'm not sure about Nick, but about 3 days I didn't feel good. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? But literally every teacher I know has been vaccinated at my school, and they haven't had any real any issues either.
No, I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I felt maybe a little more tired than usual, but that was about it. But I heard these guys talking on a podcast about same thing happened to them. And so they were saying that there's rumors out there that if you had it and you didn't know it, then you didn't get affected by it so much from the vaccine. I just don't know how I would have got it, because if I had it early on when COVID first started happening, I showed no symptoms because I wasn't sick at all last year, which is crazy for me at least. Oh, what? Come on, where's the placement at? Another boundary from Gale. Oh, this guy's always worrisome.
The universe boss.
He's always worrisome.
The universe boss. I feel bad for Gale. I mean, you know what's bad about this year, Nick? Honestly, we could already tell who's going to be in, and we're not halfway through. Are we halfway through? There's 56 games.
No, this is their last team they haven't played yet, and so I think and Mumbai and CSK haven't played yet. So it's either tomorrow is the halfway point or Sunday.
And I mean, we can, unless something drastic happens, I can tell you who's going to be in the playoffs, and that's a problem.
3 boundaries in a row from where we're watching it. If you guys were watching yesterday, Prithvi Shaw got 7 boundaries in an over because one was a leg bye, so it doesn't really count for him, but he got 6 boundaries, 7 fours in an over. They sent out my boy Mavi. They said, "You're not going out again, brother. You ain't going out again."
I was so mad about it, Nick, because I couldn't watch it live, but I'm watching you on the stream as I'm waiting for these heathens at Cox Cable to fix my internet, and I'm like, "Are you guys kidding me?
Are you kidding me right now? You had what? 29 going into the 5th over, the 6th over, and you're going to give up 4 fours in a row?"
The universe boss.
Oh, he's playing with
him the universe boss.
Gosh, they're just messing around. He's just messing around with them right now. You want to go on that side? I'll hit it to this side. You want to go to this side? I'll hit it to that side. I don't really care. He just likes to hit
it. The universe boss added along with Ngidi to Gabe's slang list. It just rolls off the tongue.
And you give him a full toss? Well, I guess that worked to stop the boundaries, for crying out loud. Do more of those.
Actually, that was smart. Give him the full toss. Like, he's crushing me off the bounce. Change it up. Change it up. It kills me when you see the bowler throw 3 balls in the same slot, right? And it get hammered. What are you doing? And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to bury that Yorker. You can't do it.
Gabe, I am tempted. I don't think I'll follow through with it, but I am tempted to do my clean slate tomorrow.
Ooh, I love it.
You got Delhi in the short yards, right? Short yards. I know the ball's supposed to turn over there, but short yards at Delhi. You got 2 behemoths going against each other. You got more than enough players. Oh, I'm so tempted.
I mean, I don't know. Go for it, cousin. I don't know what to tell you. 20 off that over. That's what the universe boss can
Gosh.
do for you. The universe boss. They call him the universe boss.
Okay, that's like 20 times today. All right, man. Why don't you calm down with your bad self?
Hey, what you know what we haven't heard in a while, guys? And I actually miss it, but that's how I know Nick's hurting. Where's the I haven't heard that in a while. I haven't heard that in a while.
Because I don't just say stuff just to say stuff. It's got to be appropriate. It's got to be the right time.
No, that's because you're worried, cousin. Because they look shaky. Oh,
Gabe,
they look shaky. They've only beaten bottom feeders. They've only beaten bottom feeders.
No, they won't. Your argument makes zero sense. You want to know why?
My arguments always make zero sense.
No, your argument makes, yeah, exactly. It makes zero sense. You want to know why? Because even if they are bottom feeders, they're still 5-time, baby. You can't take that away. They don't lose one for falling in last place. So they're still 5-time. But you only got to say it when it's appropriate. This is a new season. We're ready to rotate the strike, so to speak.
So what you're saying is they haven't earned it. That's how come you're not saying it as you can be honest.
Everyone knows they're the 5-time champs. I've let it be known. Yeah. Once I say it a few times, that's all that's needed. What's up, Ozjad?
What's up, Ozjad? What's going on?
Are you saying you're missing it? Do you want me to bring it back, the 5-time?
I'm just saying, I'm shocked I haven't heard it in a while. So I figured, they disappointed you so badly, you don't even want to say it anymore. It's just, oh, man.
Oh, triple super over. That would be the perfect time to use your... Oh, my gosh, that was a 6.
Super over!
Can we find some way to stop this man? Did you make Gale your captain?
Nope. I wish I did. My captain is Kale Raul. My vice captain is your boy Patico. Patty.
You're so stupid.
Bro, I wanted Virat Kohli, but he's crushing us. Expensive. He's so expensive.
That was a flat 6. Daredevil, the super chat. Thank you so much. So much. Moeen Ali injured and out of the IPL. What?
No! CSK, why?
John Campbell is replacement. I am serious, Gabe. He's got to be trolling us. There's no way.
No, you're trolling. No way. I need my internet snoops to get on this right now. Find me the information.
They have got to get Gale out. Gale's crushing it, and you send in Shahal, the most expensive man in the business. Are you kidding me?
Shahal's been bad this year.
He had a good game last match, but that's about it. But the most expensive man? Are you kidding me?
And I'll be honest, in that game versus CSK, remember, yeah, it was a complete meltdown, but 2 things happened with RCB. And one was the drop by, was it Jameson who dropped Jadeja? I can't remember. But then there was almost a run out too. Do you remember that, Nick? And
I didn't watch that match.
Oh, so AB de Villiers goes and grabs a ball.
Gosh, I hate this.
AB de Villiers bare hands a ball and almost throws out Reina. Throws him out, but he misses the stumps. Chahal was not behind the stumps. The ball had beaten Reina by a whole bunch. That if Chahal was just in the right place.
Now,
what happened?
He took the strategic timeout right now. He's like, no, we got to take a timeout. This is getting ridiculous.
The universe boss.
15 runs for Shahal. He's so expensive.
Always expensive. And does anybody remember that play I'm talking about, guys?
They're saying Dan Christian.
Well, Dan Christian dropped Jadeja, but earlier in the match when Reina was batting, Reina almost got ran out. AB de Villiers made a great play, grabbed the ball, and from the other side tried to hit the stumps. He missed the stumps. But the ball beat Reina by so much that if Chahal had just been behind the stumps, he's able to grab that ball and run out Reina, and he did not do it. Go back and watch the replay of that. That was just bad fielding. He's in a bad place this year. And that happens to players sometimes, guys. It does. They start playing poorly. Don't tell me that it doesn't get in their head. It absolutely does.
I hope you're right, Sajid. I hope you're right. The bowling's so poor for Punjab. It doesn't matter what Chris Gale puts up. But he's put up a huge score right now.
That's why I wanted to go with just Patical and Coley today, but I couldn't afford Coley and KO at the same time, Nick. But literally, they don't have the bowling. I'm sorry, you want to say expensive? Muhammad Shami has been expensive, bro, and they just don't have the bowling. Meredith is a joke.
Bad. He hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out. The guy's averaging 40, averaging 10 an outing. It's bad, cousin. And again, Arshdeep Singh, he's got the wickets, but now he's injured. He's not there. I didn't even know he was injured. I just knew that he wasn't playing. They don't have the bowling. They don't have the bowling. Yeah, Gabe, I remember that play, but ABD was so quick, I think it was impossible for anyone to get behind the stumps. Bro, it was an amazing play. Like, I was like, oh, here it goes. Why would you get run out, Raina? I hate the run out, guys. It is the worst way to give up your wicket. And literally, I'm like, why? Why? But it is what it is. Did they bring in Harshal Patel already? That's their X factor. That's their X factor, bro. This guy gets wickets with that slower ball.
I sure hope so. So the person with the lowest economy rate with more than 8 overs this season is Bumrah at number 6. Oh, but Shami's at 30. He's not doing too bad. His economy rate is 7.68.
And that's their best bowler.
Not great. It's not
Give me Rashid Khan with the 4s, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Give me those low economy rates or give me those high wickets. If you're going to give me a high economy rate, I need high wickets. Like Harshal Patel, I think he's at a 7 or an 8, Nick? But the dude's the purple cap leader.
Oh, yeah.
Give me those wickets. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso.
Need it so bad. Wicket alert.
No. Wicket alert. Bro,
I hate doing wicket alerts to the person's first over, but I got to do it. We need it so bad. Oh, that was so close. That one right there.
Dude.
Harsh.
He is. Where was this last year, guys? Where was this last year?
For Patel? He was with what? DC?
DC, and he was trash.
Did they ever use him? Did they ever use him last year?
Yeah, barely. I think he got in one game. Azjad, yeah, we're streaming tomorrow. Matter of fact, if you're not busy, I can send you the link so you can come hang out with me.
No, we don't need any more CSK love. No, we're good.
Once Nick leaves, and then are you gonna stream the second part of the game?
Gosh.
Let me know if you're gonna stream the second part of the game, Azjad. So I can send you the link. Yeah, look at that. 17 wickets by Harshal Patel. Ooh. They're not halfway, Nick. They're not halfway. He's going to crush that 27. What was it? 27 won it last year?
27 or 30, something like that.
He's going to crush
30?
that. Oh, gosh. He's just tasting those wickets.
Oh, those edges are coming close. Or those non-edges are coming close. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Here he is. Harshal Patel last year, Delhi Capitals. He got 3 wickets. He got in there for 5 overs, for 5 innings.
Where was this last year?
Almost 9. Well, he only got into 5 batches. First of all. Second of all, because he goes to RCB. That's the change right there. I love it.
Or is it that last year it was at Sharjah and the grounds at Sharjah are a little bit different than
not every match was at Sharjah.
No, not
Sharjah.
I meant the pitches at the UAE are different than the pitches in India. So is that the issue? Because he was terrible last year.
He's got a high economy rate, but all I know is this. He's got 4 more wickets than the second place guy, Avesh Khan, which is another surprise in my opinion. But Avesh Khan's already bowled in his 7th inning. Harshal Patel is just starting his 7th inning. So, whew. RCB with the purple cap, is that even possible?
I like his new nickname, Nick, Purple Patel. Ooh,
oh, yeah.
The purple people leader right there, daddy. He just yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. Taking scalps.
For you guys don't know, purple people eaters from the Minnesota Vikings. That was their nickname back in the 70s, the 80s, and whatnot.
Yeah, I say all these random things, and then like I forget that like I'm 40, so some of my Gabeisms, did I get through some of my Gabeisms? And my references, people are like, huh? You know when I realized that, Nick? So I'm talking to the boys. Trey played yesterday, by the way. He had a monster game, bro. Monster game.
What
He
else
went
is new?
3 for 3. He had three RBIs, 2 runs scored. Big baseball game, right? And I'm like, listen, you guys look like the oh wow, what did I say? What was the reference? Oh, I was like, you guys look like Murderers Row out there. And he's like, what? And him and the team captain kind of look at me. How do you not know who Murderers Row is?
The Yanks?
1929 Yankees, greatest baseball team of all time.
The Yankees have like a million nicknames, though. The Bronx Bombers, Murderous Row, the Boys in Pinstripes. They have so many different names. It's not even funny. The Cheaters.
The Cheater. Oh, hey, yo. Oh.
You said it.
Easy.
You actually repeated it.
Yo.
Oh, they never been called that, but I just love that.
Don't make me bring out my umpire cap, my Yankee umpire cap.
I want to bring out the umpire cap, but I got to get a wicket first. I want to show the graphics so badly.
Bro, this is the same grounds as yesterday. So far in Ahmedabad, like literally only 4 wickets aside are falling. That's the average. So teams aren't getting bowled out. And bro, think of it this way. If RCB with their bowling is having trouble getting wickets, what do you think's gonna happen to the trash that I should have gone with Kohli? What do you think is gonna happen to the trash that they're gonna throw out there, bro? Muhammad Shami's gonna get pumped.
Don't ever underestimate any team in sports. Don't ever underestimate any team in sports,
bro.
I chose Kohli as my captain just because it's been 2 matches and he's had poor performances.
Here goes the century. I'm calling it right now. Here goes the century.
Don't reverse
Kohli not out.
I just chose him because he's due. He's been 2 matches, not very great performances scoring wise. He's due.
Ahmedabad is weird because it doesn't give up like 200 runs, but in the 2 games here so far, I think it was 160 and 170 scores, but the wickets don't fall, if that makes sense. Look at Biggs. Gabe, please, man. What I say now, Biggs? Cricket for Americans. Is it a special coincidence that Gabe mentions the Yankees and I tweet about them at the same time? Did you tweet about them, Han? Because the Yankees this year are driving me crazy. Oh, they're so bad. They just lost to, bro. They lost to
everybody.
Get through to Baltimore. Yeah, they've lost to everybody, but Baltimore, really?
Yeah, and extras.
Ridiculous.
Oh gosh, I don't know why Shahal continues to look surprised. I don't understand.
Look at Shahal's face.
Like he's just like, what has happened? It's happened to you like 100 times this season. What is the surprise?
You know what the sad part is? Chahal used to be the number 1 bowler last year for RCB. Oh,
look at that haircut.
You lost the bet. You lost the bet. Tell me you lost the bet.
No. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow, so got trimmed and stuff.
Nice.
I thought I'd look good. I thought I'd follow the Knicks school.
Getting pumped. Oh, Chahal continues getting pumped. He gave up a 4 and then a 6. Back-to-back boundaries. Oh, getting pumped.
28 in 2 overs, Chahal.
Bro, do you think Chahal sits himself after every game in the shower by himself, just water on him, just in the fetal position in the shower? Just, I loathe myself. I know. Who's the new guy? He's got the fuller beard. It makes the beard look fuller, though, doesn't it, Nick? Somehow.
Yeah. I don't know how, but it does clearly. Thank you for that. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for having me once again.
I know. Who's the new guy, guys? Everybody like, who's the new guy?
I remember when I first saw Nick without a beard, it just shocked me as well. And I remember this was like when I first started watching channel, you slowly got the beard, and then I forgot what you looked like without it. I was like, this is a new guy. So yeah.
Bro.
I want to shave it too because it's been like I've never gone this long, just usually with the beard going, but I get lazy.
Yes.
Asja 2.0.
I just read that as soon as you Asja 2.0.
Oh,
That's what you should have done when they shut down Cricket for Us 2. Cricket for Us, like it's not me, it's somebody different. It's somebody different.
Get my channel back. Oh goodness me.
Nick, speaking of channels and YouTube stuff, okay, let me ask you a question. Oof, good ball. Harshal Patel, he's been so good this year. How does Pat McAfee get away with what he gets away with on YouTube? So I was watching his show yesterday. That's how I watched the NFL draft. By the way, I'll never watch the draft again. Bro, they're hilarious. They got their own Mel Kiper Jr. They call him Mad Mel, and he does the Mad Mel boy. And for every guy, well, the guy's an animal. He's a gym workout rat. You know, he's got a lot of passion. He's a fighter out there. Every single player they picked, it was the same redundant thing. It was hilarious, bro.
Oh, Mel Kiper impressions are hilarious. He's going to be a top run. He's going to be great in the league. He's number 5 in college. He's going to be fantastic, and I like him a lot. The guy's insane.
I don't know how Mel Kiper Jr. keeps a job. He was the one that said that yes. Russell that went to Oakland Raiders, the number 1 pick, $50 million bust. You know what a $50 million bust is? If I make a $50 million mistake, they're going to find a reason to throw me in jail just because. $50 million bust. He's always wrong. Gosh. Oof. Look at AB with those quick cat feet.
There's a pretty interesting story. Sorry, Asja, real quick about Mel Kiper. Really funny story where in like the 90s or something like that, he was making fun of the Colts for their draft pick. And he was talking about how they're trash and making fun of their management. The GM he had a problem with that. And he spoke out and said, I don't know who this clown Mel Kiper is or how many days in the league he's played or managed a team, which is 0. But I don't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what it was hilarious. They just called him out. Mel Kiper's insane, man.
Wow. I was just going to talk about the cricket match we're watching. So I appreciate this conversation. Keep going. All I was going to say was Gail looks great.
The Great Cricketer is the best podcast. I do enjoy The Great Cricketer. They're pretty fun. You know, they got some pretty cool guests on there. Always good to see different perspectives. And you know, I think I'm trying to think between The Great Cricketer and Golden Ducks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I like
opposites.
Polar opposites. I think I like Golden Ducks a little bit better simply because they're like me. You know what I'm saying? Where they're very, very like dramatic with it or whatever. You got the one guy whose picks are always suck. Who's the one that's always wrong? I forget his Kez. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, it's the end of the world. I'm that kind of a fan, so I kind of follow those guys. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's you know, a lot of guys in the cricket community. And I love their work as well. Kez is funny, though. Yeah. But Kez, you can't be as wrong as me. Nick, what's the record now? 20 for 2?
Hey,
you're going to be like... 23 for 2, Gabe.
Wow, look at that.
You got Kale. I mean, you got Kale Raul correct. So that's 3 right there. That's like 2 out of 3 days. 2 wins in 3 days. I don't know what's going on in the world.
Bro.
Things are improving. All
I know is this, Gabe.
It's a little luck thing that my mama gave me. It's got like a little eye on it or whatever, bro.
Rub some onion juice on it. Listen. You literally started saying that you're going to go with RCB. You like them today. That's when Gale started busting out his 6s and his 4s. That's all I'm saying. The second you said that. I hate you.
And you don't need to worry. Asja, am I making excuse as a cricket? See, Asja comes in here to rein us in.
He runs in the first 10 overs already because of Gale.
As the cricket expert here, would you not say that the worst bowling in the league has to belong to the Punjab Kings? Their bowling is atrocious.
Their bowling isn't great, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. I'd probably put KKR up there as well at this rate.
How dare you?
Right. Look at it. Okay, look at it this way. KKR should be a lot better than they are. Should be a lot better than they are. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to compare it to. So for Punjab Kings, I was expecting Riley Meredith and Jai Richardson to come in and just rake, as you would say, but they've been dropped. Okay. Now Jordan's in. Jordan's doing okay. Jordan, so far, I think he's probably the best overseas bowler they have. Shami's not been the best this season. He's been all right, but he hasn't been at his top level. If you compare it to, RCB, if you compare it to CSK, if you compare it to MI, then yes, Punjab Kings' bowling isn't the best. But for me, I think KKR is what I expected a lot from, but they're not doing they're not doing that well. So
KKR is a total mess, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see the article by McCullen? The players aren't listening to the captain. I still don't understand. Where's Loki Ferguson? Do they hate Loki Ferguson? God, they're such a mess of a team.
Yeah, they're really disappointing. Imagine one-day World Cup captain. All right, you have Pat Cummins, who's number 1 test bowler in the world. Oh, what a shot by KL Rahul. Down the ground for 6. I'm supporting RCB. What are you doing, KL? What are you doing?
No, you can't support. Oh my gosh, I hate you guys. Stop supporting my teams. Stop supporting my teams, please.
Look at Mira. It's over. Mira, trust me. The Punjab Kings can't even get a wicket. They won't be able to get a wicket. All right. I got Padikkal as my vice captain for a reason.
You're making it worse, Gabe. You're making it worse right now.
I've got a question. Who was your mush pick? I didn't check. Who's your mush pick today?
KL Rahul. I waited till the very end because I thought that Milan was going to get in there, so I wanted Milan to get it. So I was waiting for them to announce it because I knew there was going to be changes on the Harsha Bogli. All those guys mentioned it yesterday on Quick Buzz, but it wasn't the change. Why do you think they've not played David Milan? Why do they hate Milan? I don't understand.
I think they're giving. I assumed they would give Puran a longer chance, which they have. This is their 6th or 7th game, right? So they're halfway through the season. Now they might look to change if they lose this game. Or let's see if Puran comes in. Sorry, if Puran comes in, that was a spoiler reaction from me, and I didn't want to do anything. If Puran bats today, then if he doesn't perform, then I think Dawid Milan does have a chance, does have a shot.
Finally, yes. Finally, get that man out of there, the nervous 40s. Oh, gosh, now they have a chance.
Oh,
my. He still did the damage, though, 46 on 24 balls.
The universe boss. But here's the problem, Nick. Puran has not fired at all this year,
exactly.
And this is the shortest, in my opinion.
I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing today. And so far, the reverse jinx has worked for you. So I see what you're doing.
What? Bro, if they bring in Deepak Huda, I'm going to throw something. If they bring in Deepak Huda, I'm going to throw something, okay? Because they hate Puran. Bring in Puran right now.
I know Sachin's kid can't get in the league, but if Sachin's kid's got a kid too, that kid could hit off Shahal, for crying out loud. They bring him in. Shahal still has 2 more overs.
Puran's in.
Finally
coming in at 4. If he doesn't perform today, I think he's gonna go. I think.
That's what my
point is this: Chris Jordan hasn't been great. They could have dropped Chris Jordan and brought in Milan. At least make their batting their strength. You know your bowling's not your strength, right? So at least make your batting your strength. Give me a lineup where we get the universe boss, KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Puran, Deepak Huda, and Milan in any order. Yeah, the bowling's going to be suspect. It already is. It already is. All right? Really? What's Chris Jordan doing for you? What has Chris Jordan done for you lately? Deepak Huda can bowl. He's got, 3 or 4 wickets so far this year? Put him as your all-rounder. All right?
How has this turned into a Chris Jordan hate fest? What is your personal vendetta against Jordan? I mean, honestly, did he steal your money at the airport or something like that? Like, did he steal some of your catchphrases and make money off it? What is going on?
Bro. Probably did. Oh, man.
Here's the thing with Chris Jordan. they show him so much love, and it drives me crazy because
they didn't play him for the first 5 games. They show him so much love.
I agree with the chat. Believe in Jordan. I think Jordan will do well. Jordan will do a lot better than some other players.
Gabe, win streak is due to Queen Renelle, the bringer of the blue soap and destroyer of mush.
Destroyer of mush.
Oh man, Gabe hates himself some Jordan.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Jordan scored 30 of 18 in the previous game. They weren't going to drop him. He came in and just smashed at number 7, number 8. So I think that it's hard to drop someone like Jordan now that he has come into the side. They're going to replace Meredith for Richardson or whoever comes in, but Jordan's going to stand there. Gale's going to stand there. If Puran doesn't fire today, then Milan should come in, but we've been saying that since the 3rd, 4th, I think the 4th, 5th game, that when he had 3 ducks in 4 games, I was like, maybe Milan should come in, but it's going to be unlikely.
I forgot to show the graphic real quick. Hold on, guys.
I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a mush wicket.
Is that what it said at the bottom?
Mush wicket. Yeah, did you not see it?
I think it was behind the message.
Oh, the comment. No.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Wicket. You guys are brutal. Mush wicket.
Milan has booked his flight. What?
I think they're just saying because he's not going to play anymore. He's like peacing out. Goodbye,
bro. That's another thing. If I am away from my family and I am risking COVID, if I'm in this bubble and you guys aren't playing me, I'm gone. I'm out. Look, they're saying he did. Internet sleuths, get on it. 159 in the chat, guys. 159 in the chat. I think this is the first time I might have mentioned this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I forget all the time. What are you going to do?
Share as well to all your friends and family.
Yeah,
tell them about it. Tell them to come and like and then subscribe. Make sure they have an account on YouTube before you send it to them.
Dude, I like the enemies part, bro. The enemies part had me laughing. So then the other day, right, I'm chilling watching. I forgot what we're doing, and we're in the living room, and Alex is watching. You know who Mr. Beast is, Ajat?
I've heard.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a 6 for KL Raul, your captain, Gabe. He's 1 away from 50.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
He's 1 away from 50.
What are you doing to me? I hate you.
You've been doing that to me all match so far. He's 1 away from 50. Wow.
It's over.
Gabe. It's over for RCB already?
Nah, it's over for our Punjab Kings. RCB, what? Come on, RCB.
Stop it. Stop. What? I don't know why you guys hate me so much.
Right,
I have no
Nick,
idea.
The reason
There's your 50.
Oh, there we go.
There's your 50K.
There we go. 50, baby.
Is that a good enough strike rate for you, ladies and gentlemen?
I'll take my 50. I called my shot. I'm the greatest ever. The greatest ever. Call me Gabe Stradamus, not Nostradamus. Gabe Stradamus. All right. I predict the future. If you want to know the lottery numbers, go ahead and slide into our DM. Hit us up. Send me a private message on Twitter. I know all things. Yes.
Wow. It would be so brilliant if KL Rahul got out the next ball he played. It would be so funny.
He gave me my 50. That's all I care about. Gabe Stradamus in the host.
Biggs is like, don't get carried away. Hats off, Gabe. Gabe Stradamus.
That's it. Goodbye, Varun. I don't want to see you again.
Fourth duck in 6 or 7 games. What is he doing?
Jameson. We got to get KL Raul out, though. You get KL Raul out, then goodbye. They still got 107 in the 12th over, though. 107.
That's very good.
Who's left?
9.3.
Deepak Huda. That's it.
Hey, Deepak Huda can bat.
Shah Khan can bat. Jordan can bat 30 off 18, Gabe. 30 off 18.
Oh, SRK. I forgot SRK is there.
Yeah.
Shami can bat a little bit.
Man, Jameson. Bro, Jameson has been a godsend for RCB. 2 wickets. Like this year, that's the difference in this team because they were able to score last year. I remember a game where Kohli went off for like 60 plus runs. and they still lost because they could not get the wickets because your boy Chahal loves giving runs away. He's the bro. They call him Santa Claus. He just give gifts away. Here you go. Here's a run for you. A run for you. A run for you. He's so generous. The whole league must love him. Here's a run for you. A run for you. A run for you. But man,
Gabe, 1 second. One second, guys. Continue.
Love it every time. I was just gonna say there's 4 players that RCB has this season that they didn't have last season. Harsha Patel, Daniel Sams, Kyle Jamieson, and Glenn Maxwell. Mostly the end 2 have been very, very helpful, but since the end 3, Daniel Sams has just come into the side, but he's been doing well as well. So 4 of these players weren't with RCB last season. 2 with Delhi Capitals. 1 wasn't.
And they're all making huge contributions.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the top 3, by top 3, I meant the players last season was De Villiers, Virat Kohli, and Devdutt Padikkal. And after that, you'd be like, oh, who else can they bat with? Who's going to ball? Siraj is going to ball, all right? Siraj has been in great touch after Australia as well, right? So they've come back, and they're doing a great job. Also, there's a super chat from Michael Faraday.
Michael Faraday bringing in the heat. What is Nicholas Puran's favorite bird?
Jackson bird.
A crow. No, not crow. Sorry. A duck. A duck. Quack, quack. I was thinking 2 different birds there.
He does have the complete set. 0 for 0, 0 off 1, 0 off 2, and now 0 off 3.
Oh, gosh. Puran. The universe hates you.
Does he just need to be dropped, guys?
Yes.
Is that are you really asking that question? He
I
should have
mean,
been dropped
honestly.
a few games ago. And think about it. If you would have dropped him today, he would have given you the same amount of runs. Think
And
about
3
that.
less balls. 3 less
Yes.
balls.
Wow.
Someone could have scored a couple more runs. Oh, man.
Malon's
That
got to be
is-
saying to KR Raul when he's done, like, hey, if I get you at least 2 next game, is that an improvement? Like, can I get in there and give you at least 2?
Oh man, it's so bad, Nick. It's so bad. I feel bad. I really do.
Chatil says Puran is teaching us arithmetic progression.
Dude,
Love
it's so bad.
These people are out of control.
Milan for Puran. Yes, please. Yes. Bro, Puran is sad. He should be. This is gonna sound harsh. He should be sad. He should be scoring by now. I thought he got back into form when they played against Sri Lanka in the ODIs. I thought, oh, he got 35 in that one game, won them the match or something. I was like, oh yeah, Puran's back, and then nothing once again.
It's been bad, and you know what? I feel bad, but you got to come on. You got to be candid, guys. He's not been good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big smile on his face. Suman says, please read this. Shaw became the first batsman in the IPL to hit 6 fours in the first over and in 2.
Second after.
And-
Yeah.
Thank you.
I am so happy for Shaw, guys, because last season he got dropped. And then I got killed when I said, listen, he's been in bad form. He got dropped off the international team. And then I kept hearing how he kept scoring all these hundreds in domestic. And here's the reality. The same thing happens in baseball. The best player in baseball, guys, is a guy named Mike Trout. Mike Trout is baseball royalty. He got dropped his rookie year because he was so bad. He got sent back to the minor leagues. And, you know, it happens to everybody. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle, especially as a young guy. It's what you do with those struggles, and are you able to come back? You know what I mean? And I'm so glad that he has.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I got to get going. Have a good day. Later.
Oh, later, Nick.
Thanks for having me on. All right, yeah, go on, Gabe.
You can always tell when Nick's into the game because he forgets he's got to go. He's stressed out about this one. I love it. But
Gabe is mentioning baseball again. Might have to send out some more tweets.
that's funny.
Man.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like
completely.
And I'm so glad for Prithvi Shaw because, you know, bro, I know what it takes to get there. People don't understand. Like, I give these players a hard time, but first and foremost, they're the best of the best of the best in the world. I realize that. All right. I got, you know, many family members that played pro sports, collegiate sports. You know, Savannah's nephew played for the LA Galaxy Dose. You know, he's off now. trying to make another side. It's a grind. It's a lifelong grind. And this is how you feed your family. You know what I'm saying, dude? So for me, I'm never wishing bad play on a player. But when they are playing bad, I am going to say, hey, you got to step it up because other players are waiting behind you to play. You know what I'm saying? And always, at the very minimum, give it your all. I don't like to see what I saw with KKR. I felt, in my opinion, that the one game where Morgan and obviously Russell had it out, I don't think that I don't know if it was Russell chose not to ball or Morgan did not put him in there to ball, but that tells you did not give your team the best chance to win. Does that make sense? And that should never happen. That should never happen. How did you guys feel about that? Let me know in the chat. How did you feel about that, first and foremost?
I was not too happy about it. It's this type of disagreement. Even if it's happening on the field, it should just disappear. I saw it in a Pakistani game against New Zealand in December. It was so obvious. Senior player, and there's a young captaining his first or second T20 ever. Right. He's been given the charge, and they have it all out. They have it out, and the bowler goes off the field, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." And he goes, gets his stuff. I think he walks out and leaves.
That is crazy to me, bro. And listen, again, I don't know who was at fault in that game. So I'm not blaming Morgan or I'm not blaming Russell. All right, let me be clear. But if anyone that saw that game and did not realize there was something going on, you weren't paying attention. And you could cut the tension with a butter knife. It was so thick. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it was bad.
Oh, goodness. Score prediction, I would say they'll get to 170, 175, I think. Not 171, because I've seen 171 about 3-4 days in a row. Seen 171 for 3, then 171 for 5, then 171 for 4. As you know, we don't have another 171. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think 175 makes sense, considering if KL Rahul stays in the with Deepak Hooda, maybe even more. But 175 seems like the minimum they should get. What do you think, Gabe?
Yeah, I think from this point on, they should be 170 on this ground, 165, 170. This ground, like I said, doesn't give up 200, but it doesn't take a lot of wickets either. It's a weird ground. So far, the two games that I'm looking at so far in Ahmedabad here, where there's only 4 and 5 wickets taken in one game, 3 and 4 wickets taken in another game, but they're not huge 200, 220 scores, if that makes sense.
Yeah, completely. Vishrav and Haris are asking which Pakistani players am I talking about. Shadab Khan and Imad Wasim. Those are the Pakistani guys who had it all and then just walked out.
This is an interesting comment by Orion. He says KKR have sacked captains like Gangli, Gambier. Why not Morgan? He's anyway not going to be retained next season. He doesn't even deserve IPL contract with his record. You know what? I think that the fact that they sacked, they didn't sack. To be fair, DK stepped down, right?
Yeah.
But DK had been a captain there for a long time, had a lot of success, had a bad season last year by his own admission. And I was watching the behind the scenes where he himself, stepped down after, a lot of turmoil. But the fact that it's just bad, man. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
I'll say this, right? So the thing with Eoin Morgan is, I used to think he was a very good tactician. I thought he was very good at strategy. But in ODIs, in T20s, his strategy is kind of failing. At least that's my point of view, my take on it. Oh, Deepak Hooda goes trying to smash it over the park. And Shabazz Ahmed, in his first over, gets a wicket. This guy hasn't bowled in 2 games, and comes in, takes his wicket off the first over. Goodness me. And yeah, 170, 175 would be all right for them because, yes, they have KL Rahul there. They've got Shah Rukh Khan. They've got Jordan. But to be honest, I don't want them to rely on anyone after Shah Rukh Khan. Ideally, Punjab Kings should not lose any more wickets. They should try get to at least 170, 175. But Hooda goes 5 of 9. Just imagine, Hooda 5 of 9, Puran 0 of 3. entire work that Chris Gale did, scoring what was it, 40 odd of 20 odd, half of it is just gone down the drain.
That's just bad. They're a bad team. They're not disciplined, and we know. Here's the frustrating thing: we've seen Deepak Huda play well before, so now he's not playing well, and neither is Piran. I mean, come on, it's just it's so bad, bro.
Yeah, Suman, I meant the last 2 games that he played in, he didn't bowl. The last 2 games he played in, not the games that RCB played. When the last 2 games that he was used in, he didn't bowl in 2 of those matches. Because I saw the graphic on the screen. He bowled in the first 2 games that he played, got a wicket and then 3 wickets, and then he didn't bowl in the next 2.
Let me update that score. And guys, here's the thing. This is funny. This is why I think RCB is going to be there in the end. They're one of the final 4. Because scoring runs was not their problem. Not when you got KL Rahul, you got the alien, you've got Padikkal. Like I said, I love Padikkal's performance last year. And then they added Glenn Maxwell. It was the bowling. Were they going to... Yeah. I did not trust Chahal to be my main guy in a playoff match. You know what I'm saying? That's just really Chahal. But
sorry to interrupt. It's surprising because he was known as India's best spinner in T20s for so long. He has the highest wickets for India in T20 internationals.
Right.
He's got that backing. However, he's been terrible. He had 1 good game in Australia, if you recall, when he was brought in as the concussion sub for Jadeja, right? And then since then, I can't remember a proper Chahal-like performance. At least I can't remember. There might be 1 or maximum 2, but yeah, he's not been the best. And just IPL based, I agree with you. Completely agree with you there.
And bro, it's one of those things where, eventually age catches up to you. I don't know how old he is.
He's not that old. I think he's mid-20s still, or 26, 27, I think, if I'm not wrong. He's not that old.
All right, Ryan, if you look at the story was that DK stepped down from the captaincy, right? The story was, if you go on there they have it on there right now, on KKR's home team YouTube, they have the whole issue from last year, him stepping down. Supposedly it was his decision. I agree with you. Owners run the show, which is why I'm holding, and not just owners, but management, responsible. McCullum, did you see the article where he comes out saying that the players aren't listening to the captain? What's going on, bro?
Right.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
And Joe gets the wicket.
Game over. Game over. There was a blitz. How many wickets have fallen since blitz left? I think only 1 wicket fell. And all of a sudden, no, they didn't even have 3. I think they busted out, and he's missed 3. There was only 2 because he was still complaining that the universe boss had just got out. It's over.
Crazy. Absolute madness. That was a good ball. That was a very good ball.
That was a really good ball. He's fired up. Good for him because he knows he's been struggling and getting pumped. Gabe, where's the out graphic? How does Nick do that? Hold on. Let me see.
It would be in the banners, I assume. It'll be in the banners section. And then keep scrolling down. It'll be somewhere on that. Or it should be, I think. If I'm not wrong.
Okay, hold on for a second. I think I know how he does it.
That's it.
There exactly. You go. Wow. 118 for 5. Gonski. I can't even update the scores quick enough. Back-to-back wickets and back-to-back overs. Do we want to rethink that 175?
No, I think 170, 175 is still possible. They've got KL Rahul there, but they've lost 2 wickets in quick succession. Harpreet, I thought of him as a bowling all-rounder, but people in the chat can probably correct me. That was a good delivery by Chahal, though. It looked like a googly, but it might have just been one that just spun a little bit in rather than a proper googly. It didn't look like a proper over the hand. At least that's my take on it. But yeah, that was a good ball. That was definitely a good ball. Very, very impressed.
Harpreet Brad. I remember mentioning him during because I had Punjab Kings, but I don't know a lot about him, so we'll see.
Yeah.
And there goes my Only 4 or 5 wickets fall at on the bod.
Only been 5. Okay.
Only been 5. They can't lose another one.
Yeah.
Or Nick's gonna talk to me about my research again. He said, "Bro, stop researching things. What are you doing to me?"
Yes, exactly. Andy says 4 wickets gone for 20 runs.
That
Basically
is pathetic.
Man.
That is pathetic, bro.
I actually forgot they had Deepak Huda as well. So you have, what is that? Oh my God, 5 runs for 16 balls or something like that because of these 3 guys.
It is bad. It is so bad right now.
Surprising as well. Let me just schedule for later. I'm probably gonna after your stream finishes, I'm probably gonna stream the last 2 overs, or maybe just the start from the start of the next innings.
Well, this will be my last because it's 8:15, so this will be my last over here. I'd like to see them pump it. They need a big over. Who's going to be bowling? They need at least a 10 or 15 run over with no wicket just to try to get to that like 160. Make it respectable, 160, 170, because their bowling can't defend a low total. Let's be honest, guys. That bowling is not
going to be tough. Especially considering they're playing against Kohli, Padikkal, Maxwell, De Villiers. They've been in pretty decent touch recently. The only match they kind of failed in was against CSK. Everyone else, they've done well. Nick's in the chat, by the way. I'm confused, Gabe. You said that you were rooting for RCB, but you're so sad.
Listen. I come on. Nick's killing me today, bro. He is crushing me. Look, I'd like RCB to fail. I want CSK to get some distance so they can get that #1 pick. I'm just saying, it makes sense for RCB to win, but they had a chance and they just threw this game away. Like they do everything, man. So frustrating. So frustrating.
All I'm gonna add to it's not salt to misery or anything like that. I just think they do depend on KL Rahul. They do depend on Chris Gayle. They need someone who is more dependable on the Punjab batting front, at least. I completely agree that their bowling is not up to the mark. For me, it's one of the worst too, but it's not the worst, at least. I think if Milan comes in, there's a lot of people saying he's a similar player to KL Rahul. There's no need, etc., etc. But Pooran isn't doing anything to help them. Right? Pooran is not helping their case whatsoever. Right. I believe Mayank's injured, isn't he? That's why Prop Simran's playing. Otherwise, Mayank would have probably done all right here as well.
Even if they're similar players, guys, come on. They've got to do something. They've got to do something, man. I'm telling you. They are killing themselves.
Nick says, fake fan bandwagon.
Wow. Well, first of all, I don't think anyone thinks that I'm seriously a RCB fan. I'm just, saying I'm trying to state the obvious here. It's trying, but okay.
By the way, I was wrong about Chahal's age. Dude is 30. I don't know why I thought he was 26. He's 30 years old.
That's no young man to me. That's no young man to me.
I was wrong. If you're older than me in cricket terms, I'm like, oh, okay, you're old. But if you're younger than I'm like, you're a kid. Why?
He's a baby. He's got Similac on his breath.
Oh. Punjab problem is that they don't have all-rounders like other teams. That's an interesting point. Fabian Allen, they could play Fabian Allen. I don't know why they batted Fabian Allen at 8 or something. He's a pretty good hitter. Yeah, and he's a pretty okay bowler, and he's a very, very good fielder. So I would actually like him in the side as well.
Have they played Fabian Allen though?
A couple of games.
2 games. Just 2 games, right?
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't understand what they're doing, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. One of the things that drives me crazy, and I think that as fans, there's politics that go along with this, if that makes sense to you. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah.
And there's reasons they might play one guy over another guy, reasons we don't know. So sometimes all you can do is say, I don't understand the thinking, but it is what it is. This is the way they want to go. So, we'll go with it.
Henriques does play. Moises Henriques does play for Punjab Kings, but I would rather pick someone like Fabian Allen just because I know he has in my opinion, now he has better ability in terms of hitting the ball than someone like Moses Enriques, who's done well in the BBL, but he's not been in the best of touches as of late, at least in the T20 format.
I agree with Renell. Punjab management is trash, just trash. They're horrible, man. I don't understand. Remember, they did the same thing last year. They went 1-6 before they brought in the Universe Boss, and then they almost made the playoffs. I don't know I don't know, bro. It drives me crazy. It does.
Who did they have with the ball? Who else did they have last season that they don't have this season? I can't think. Jimmy Neesham and Maxwell were in the side for a little bit, like doing
Jimmy
stuff,
Neesham, Maxwell. The big difference was when they brought in the Universe Boss. But I mean, it's just bad management all around. This cannot be real. Warner and Smith thinking of pulling out of the IPL. I could see Steve Smith. I can't see Warner. You're the captain of the team.
I'll tell you this: if they pull out, they can't go to Australia, right?
Why?
There's a rule in Australia. I think in the next 48 hours or something, if you have been in India or any of their red zone countries in the past 2 weeks, if you come to the country, you are in jail for 5 years. They'll put you in jail. I think someone found this news for me, and I think it might be. Oh, I don't know who actually said it. I found it on Twitter. It's BBC, right? Please check it out. Please check it. Or Fox,
you're in jail for 5 years.
Yeah,
you're gonna get fined. Not you got to quarantine. You're in jail.
People say fake, but like that's what I heard today. That's what I saw today.
That's gotta be fake, bro. That's draconian. That is more than draconian. I can see the government say you got to stop at the airport. We're gonna quarantine you ourselves for 2 weeks or whatever at the hospital. But in jail, that is. And you know what? Who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
The thing is, the way they look at it is, even if they go round the entire thing, right? Even if they go round, go through another country, they've still been to India. That's their reasoning behind it. So there's a lot of people saying that it's fake news and what, but from what I can tell and from what I saw this morning, I was like, that's a bold step. That's a bold step, but it makes sense because they don't want anyone to travel into the country.
Oh, gosh, I love this. Wearing a CSK jersey should be 5 years in jail. Just as I'm leaving, Han has to hit me with a chop to the Adam's apple, bro. He always hits me with those Hanisms. All right, do me a favor. Go ahead and post a link to the other stream here in the chat. Guys, right now, give me your final predictions. What's going to happen in this game? Scores, as this was my last over. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I'm going 175. I'm going to stick with my guns and let's see what happens. Just to let you know, by the way, I won't be streaming for the next like 10, 20 minutes. So if you do join me, it'll probably be for the start of the next innings. But yeah, thank you so much.
Boomer says 140. Oh, Boomer.
Wow.
Really? And the sad part is, I agree with you. I don't think they're going to pass 150, man. Look at that. They're in 60. Harpreet has to stay. You have a lot of faith in Jordan. I don't have that kind of faith in Jordan. I'm just saying. So, and it looks like KL Rahul has lowered the strike rate because he knows he has to stay. So he's not taking the big shots. So 180 is not even possible. 170 looking unlikely. I said between 150 and 160. But I was thinking over 160. I think maybe 140 to 150, man.
140, 150. That'll be interesting. I just want to say, I've just tagged you in something on Twitter, so check it out. I know you have to rush off, but thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe to Cricket for Americans and do all that good stuff. Tell everyone. And yeah, that's about it. Enjoy.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning for CSK versus Mumbai heavyweight matchup. Full stream, full game. Nick, myself, Ajada. Hopefully he can make it. The CSK fans are going to let Mumbai fan Nick have it and try to break some of his five-time love. But until next time, guys, that's 6 runs.
See you.